guys, today I want to show you how to make a couple different pin cushions. You can either make a wooden base one, a mason jar one, or a wristlet one. And I'll show you all three of these methods today. I'm going to start out with the wristlet one, which is really fun. It can either be the wooden base one or the wristlet. Measure the inside of your circle and then mark a dot on the center of your paper and mark that measurement all the way around to create your circle. You will cut out this pattern piece and then cut out your fabric. Now we need to cut out our elastic. I'm using 1.5 inch elastic and I'm just going to wrap that around my wrist comfortably. Mine was about 8 inches once I added the seam allowance. Laying my fabric on the fold right sides together, I'm going to lay my elastic down. And we need to cut out double the length of our elastic, so I just fold it over like this and then cut it out. With a marking pin, lay your elastic back down and trace your elastic. This will be your guide to sew on later. Now it's time to grab your thread and your needle, and we're going to thread that needle and tie a knot at the bottom. Now we're going to do a running stitch all the way around this circle in order to pull it together later on and gather it. Now you're going to take your filling. I decided to go with crushed walnut shells for a fuller effect and to help sharpen my needles, but you can use regular stuffing if you like. You fill it up until you think it's full enough, and then you're going to add your base in, pull it tight, and stitch it closed. Now all you have to do is glue that top onto your base. I used hot glue to glue mine. If you stop right here, this will be your wooden base pin cushion, but if you want the wristlet, we're going to keep going with our steps. Taking our wristlet fabric from earlier, we're going to stitch along that line that we drew, making sure to do a back stitch at the beginning and at the end. Trim away the seam allowance, that way it's not bulky when we turn it right side out. Once we have it turned right side out, we're going to make sure that seam is towards the back. Now we're just going to feed our elastic through our fabric, making sure to pin the end so that it doesn't go through. And then we need to sew our elastic together. Fold one of your sides in about 1/2 inch. And then take your raw side and tuck it into that side. That way when you top stitch, all your raw edges are in the inside. Take it to your machine and do a top stitch right here. Now all you have left to do is glue that top piece right on top just like this, and you have yourself the Pincushion wristlet. Now we're moving on to the mason jar pincushion, which is perfect for those that love to use clips, because it holds your clips at the bottom, but you can keep your pins and your safety pins at the top. And it looks cute. So the steps to this is basically the same as the other one. You just measure the inner circle, mark that on a piece of paper to get your pattern, cut it out. And I want to do embroidery on the center of mine, so I'm taking that inner circle and drawing a circle around it. That way I know where I need to put my embroidery. I'm using some wash away printable stabilizer for my design, which is my logo. So I just stick that right on and then I do my stitching right on top. Fill your top the same way you did with the other one until it's completely full. I could have used a little bit more in mine, but that's okay. I could have put the top in, but I want to use that to glue my thing on later. So what I did is trace that onto some cardboard and cut it out. Put that piece in there, pull tight, and stitch it closed. So you can just stick that right through the hole like this, but it makes the top really puffy, and I wasn't going for that look. So I decided to glue that insert piece in there first and then glue my top piece to the lid. That way it gives more of a pillow effect. You can leave it plain like this, or you can wrap some kind of ribbon. I just decided to glue some jute string. And it's finished. Now you have 3 different pincushion choices to choose from. All 3 are super cute and would be adorable on your sewing desk. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give a big thumbs up. And if you like my channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.